Happy Tuesday.
Good morning. Good morning.
It is a beautiful, amazing, perfect Tuesday AM.
Now, are you sharing with me on mine again today?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so yesterday, to those people like Debbie and a couple other people that commented on my page, I'm sorry. I didn't know that John had shared it to my page. He told me he was going to.
Good morning, Lori. Good morning,
but
Monica.
I didn't realize he was going to. He did. So
I did. And it was amazing. Because
it worked out really well, yeah.
It worked. So that was good. So we had a great dinner last night. We had...
if John must say so himself.
I want to say so myself. The Komodo smoker barbecue thing, awesome. Just go to Costco, get one.
All right.
It's like $600, $500. Just get one. They're amazing. And I think it was a 6 kilogram piece of beef, which is like 13 pounds for the people that don't know metric. And we only cooked it for maybe 8 hours. And normally I would have done it in lower for longer, but we wanted to eat at a reasonable time. So yeah, yesterday when we were out in Vallarta, I'm like, we got to get home. We
have to hurry up.
Because I read while I was in Vallarta, not before then, as to how long it should cook. We're probably over an hour past where it should have been, but it worked out well.
Good morning, Gloria.
So yes, it was a beautiful hunk of meat with salt and pepper and Montreal steak seasoning, and the bark was tremendous, very smoky. So cooked it on mesquite coal. Whoo-wee.
He enjoyed it.
I really did enjoy it. And you made
mashed cauliflower,
which is kind of like a fake mashed potatoes, which is really good.
No matter what anybody says, though, it's not a replacement. It's a substitute, but it's not a replacement.
Christie likes potatoes.
I think we've discussed that a lot.
Yeah.
How much I like French fries and stuff like that.
So don't you wish you were in Germany? Apparently they had a anti-COVID march.
You should just say, don't you wish you were German then? Let's be real.
4 million people. 4 million people showed up. You can't get that in the States. You can't get that in Canada right now. So very disappointing in Canada and the U.S. that, you're not getting 4 million people kind of banging down the door saying no more masks, open up our businesses, no more fascism.
Good morning, Lori. Bowlin?
How about bowling?
Yep, that one too.
Yeah.
Same Lori. And Kathy, good morning. So until you guys say hello, you're not going to show up on our chat. I just know you're stalking us.
Actually, everybody say hello. It would be lovely to hear from you today. And we can do a shout out.
Leanne, good morning.
Morning, Leanne.
And it doesn't say who the other two others are.
Okay. Well, There we go. So what can we talk about here today?
Well, we needed a new battery for the car. Actually, we've needed a new... Good morning, Lori and Kathy.
Hello.
We've needed a new battery for the car since we got home, which was now 3 weeks.
Yes.
So we bought one last week.
Morning, Eva.
Actually, more than last week.
Oh, Eva Terry.
Oh, hi, Eva.
That's Ava, not Eva.
Anyways, the battery. So went to Costco and showed him the battery that we had in the car. And then he looked it up and says, oh, but that's not the right battery. You need a different one. I'm like, okay, well, if the book says we need a different one, then maybe we should get it.
The books are never wrong, people. So we
bought it and it was wrong. So Zach came over yesterday and he says, well, I'll help you with the battery. Because he wanted other things. So it was, he was buttering me up. I guess that's the best way. Battering me up. So he comes in after a while and he's like, the battery is small. I'm like, well,
we knew that.
We knew it was smaller. So, but the guy told us that it was the right one. So then he says, and it doesn't really reach the terminals. I'm like, well, that's not good. So what we decided to do is we went to AutoZone.
Yep.
Got a new battery.
Yep.
Returned the one from Costco. And actually, this time they actually refunded it back to my card, which normally they give you a little in-store credit. So I thought that was very interesting. It makes it for some interesting banking for me because it was out of my business account, but the accountants will figure it out.
Yes. So we even got a Costco visit in yesterday again.
Yes.
So I think this is our third time in the last week.
It was a necessary visit, though, because there was a couple of things that I had forgotten last time we went.
Apple cider vinegar.
I bought some more apple cider vinegar. I bought some cleaning products that my housekeeper had requested that I kept forgetting. And garbage bags that I didn't realize we needed. I thought we had another box, but it was a different box. I just didn't look at it closely enough.
Life is crazy, guys. It's just insane.
Just insane.
I don't know how we live. So I'm coming down. It feels like with a cold.
No, you're not.
I've had for the last day, like runny nose. And I'm on antibiotics. Oh, because they did diagnose what my leg was. Cellulitis again. This is like the fourth or fifth time in the last year, 2 years. It's getting old.
But all believed to be, well, this last time, because you got it twice in the last little while, that's related to the meds.
Yeah.
It has to be.
But when I had it in Canada, I never needed antibiotics for this to go away.
It didn't get red like that, though, in Canada. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he's on antibiotics, so no sun for him.
Yeah. What the heck? As I'm leaving the doctor's office, we're going
He's like,
through all this
by
stuff.
the way.
Yeah. We're like talking COVID. We're talking. Do you know one child has died in Mexico from COVID? An 8-year-old or a 10-year-old.
Just one day. Wouldn't that be nice? Just one day? Seriously?
And she had Down syndrome, bad heart. So it's like, it's not going to work. So yeah, so back to this. So we're talking all this stuff. And then as I'm leaving, he's like, oh yeah, no sun for you for 2 weeks. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was going out in the sun today.
You might as well be in the basement.
No, no sun. Oh my God. That's very true, Mama. I like it. So yeah, I'm trapped in my house for 2 weeks. Or if I go outside, it's like, watch Mr. Sun, wear pants.
No, I don't think it works that way. It's not that it touches your skin, or your foot specifically. It's your overall body.
Yeah, and that just sucks because the sun is how I stay healthy. So I go in the sun.
Apparently it ain't working for you.
I soak up maybe 10, 15 minutes. Well, okay. Pre-Canada, when I come back.
He was doing it every day.
I was tan. It was awesome. I looked like a fat brown man. And then all of a sudden we go to Canada, live in your basement for 2 weeks.
Live in my mom's basement for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it, Mom, no matter what he says.
And there was no sun. So it was kind of like, well, there's no need to go outside. And then if we did, we were attacked by mosquitoes or blown away.
Exactly. Or it rained on us. Except for the last, 6 days of summer. But I heard it's real cold again there. A friend of ours posted that he had to cover his tomatoes. It was going down to 3 degrees. So last week it was 27. This week it's 3. That's just wrong. It's only, it's September now, but.
If it's the beginning of September, end of August, and you're covering your tomatoes, something's wrong. Western Canada is going to be super hit by really, really cold weather this year. So all of you people that have decided not to come down to Mexico because of COVID. Bad choice. Because you're going to freeze your tushkas, your butts off. Yeah. So we would love to see you in Mexico, but so many people are like, I'm scared. Or I'm going to have to hide in a basement for 2 weeks when I get back.
Well, that's another thing, right?
It was awful.
For Canadians.
Yeah, poor Canadians. So I was reading in Great Britain, they've instituted new laws where you get fines for up to £10,000, which is really heavy when you think the £10,000. That would be.
I don't think it's weight. I think you're being fined in money.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a little more sense.
Tom wanted to turn on the furnace. I know, you guys. I don't know about this Canada thing.
It's so weird.
How can we protest the COVID if we're all in Mexico? Yeah. What better place to protest it than in Mexico, enjoying yourselves, living your best lives? Yeah, because in Canada, you're getting like 100 or 200 people come out. That's wrong. It is wrong. So, oh well, we get the government we deserve, right? And that's why the world is crap right now. All right, so what are we doing today? I never know what we're doing. She has to tell me what we're doing. Well, we're not doing anything. We don't have any plans. It's Tuesday.
Oh, well, Tom Perry.
September 1st.
Yeah, our
there's
coaching
a seminar.
There's a conference going on that we would be at if
it weren't for COVID.
COVID. Yeah, and I think it was going to be in Vegas.
No, it was Anaheim again this year.
You sure?
Yeah, and I was disappointed because I didn't want to go back.
Why not?
Because it wasn't that great.
Well, but we didn't stay long enough for it to be good. We just went for the conference.
Good morning, Sheila.
So, yeah, I think next year, if it's in Vegas, we're going to Vegas. And if it's not in Vegas, we'll still go.
I thought you didn't want to go back to Vegas.
But for this, I will.
But you just said even if it's not in Vegas, we'll still go.
To wherever it is.
Oh, not to Vegas. You made it sound like we'd go to Vegas. I think we're going to go to Mexico City in October. We're going to go to the Gourmet Festival.
Which is awesome.
We haven't been there in a long time. There's been a few things that have come up that has made it so we couldn't go.
So the Gourmet Festival, I'm going to jump back a little bit. The Museum of Civilization in Mexico City is
Anthropology,
stunning.
Which is closed.
What? Okay.
Most of those things are closed right now.
It's under 60 pesos to get into this stunning world-class top 10 in the world museums. And it was 210 or 240 pesos to get into the gourmet show. Now, when you go to the museum, you get right in. When you go to the gourmet show, it's lineups and miles of lineups. And I just think it's wrong because the museum is absolutely stunning. It really is. And there's a bar in there, and I've mentioned that before, and Christie just like right over there. But yeah, well, after a few hours, you do head there.
Anybody would after a few hours.
I don't. I just go there to find you. So I'm like, you got to leave with the wife you came with. That's a rule there. I don't know why.
I can get that changed. I'll protest. I'll protest.
The gourmet show is fascinating. It's at the Mexico City World Trade Center. It's a big conference area. And they have, it's coffee. It's
chocolate, cheeses.
Yeah, that's the gourmet part.
Yeah,
and wine.
Yeah,
wine
and agave. So anything made of agave.
The cheeses and stuff, I think, is maybe that's the fifth thing we've never talked about.
Well, that's part of the gourmet part. That's part of because that's food. That's part of the gourmet part. Cheese and breads and meats. Remember that really nice?
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So normally most people would just go in one day and call it a day. Not us. Because
you can't really see it all in one day, though. Not really look at it.
Christie is such a trooper because they had a lot of mezcal there. Christie does not like mezcal. But boy, did she keep trying that mezcal to find the one she likes.
Tiny samples.
So, but on an empty stomach. I mean,
I hadn't eaten yet. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
If you saw the video, I had to cut. It's like you're roasted and nobody needs to see you do this.
I wasn't that bad.
You were like, shut up.
I was not. You're such a liar. Mom, don't listen to anything John says.
It was bad. It really was bad. But it was such an amazing show. We had such a good time.
Yeah.
They had a lot of the coffee machines from around the world, and that's where we learned about cold brew coffee. Or is it cold brew? I think it's cold brew.
Cold brew, yeah.
Cold brew. If coffee causes acid issues in your stomach, cold brew. Just do cold brew. It is very sweet. It's heavenly. I mean,
you literally steep it like you do tea.
Yeah.
So you can buy little mesh bags, put your coffee in it, let it steep for at least 18 hours.
Yep.
And then refrigerate it. Well, take the bag out because you don't want it to stay in there. And it's delish.
It really is.
I prefer hot coffee, though.
Why?
Because I like hot coffee.
Now, if you think that coffee is sour or bitter, it's probably the bean, first of all. But if you go with the cold brew,
Starbucks crap.
The cold brew brings out a sweetness that it's magic. It really is.
That's why I wanted to go to Galleria's yesterday, to go to that coffee shop.
Morning, Lorianne. So yes, you wanted to go that coffee shop. There's a coffee shop in Galleria's that is better than Starbucks, which is
busier normally.
It is hugely busy, and it's just a beautiful Mexican coffee shop that really has very fair pricing. So you can get like what is $5 or 50 pesos to 60 pesos at Starbucks is 25 to 30 pesos at this store.
And it's good coffee, really good coffee.
Yep. So Christie buys kilograms of stuff there. And
coffee. Kilograms of coffee.
Yeah, and cocaine.
No, I don't buy cocaine.
Oh, okay.
I've never bought cocaine. I don't even know I've never even seen cocaine.
I've never seen cocaine. So if any of you have seen cocaine, show us.
No, don't show us because that's not legal anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Is cocaine legal in Canada? Because I think weed is. But I don't know. Are they working to make cocaine legal?
All coffee is magic, cold or hot.
Coffee is magic. Now, we used to have iced coffee, which is very different because iced coffee is just coffee that you take and you make it cold and you freeze it or whatever. It's different. Cold brew, very different.
But iced coffee, done right, can be very good as well because Nino Cafe, when they're open, they make an amazing iced coffee. And I actually do get that from them in the summers.
Wow.
Well, when they're open.
Yeah, Nino Cafe, same guy who owns...
Norman.
Norman. That's what the N stands for, maybe. It's Norman's Walk. I never thought of that before. Is that true, Norman? Is it Norman's Walk? Because that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But he used to own, Buceria's Burger.
BC Burger.
And it really was amazing.
In the same place that
Nino
Cafe is.
So, yeah, and whenever Christie would come, he would give her extra fries because he knows, he's good. But Norman is also the guy who got our office downtown. The office that's been closed for over 5 months.
More than that now, I think. March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh, yeah, 5 months. You're good.
Yeah. So, this is going to be, 2020 is going to be, hands down, it is the strangest year, I think, in the history of at least 3 generations. Just because people are being stupid. It's just being stupid. Now that we know that only 6% of the people died from straight COVID, and actually I was reading about a New York reporter who worked it out with all of the, maybe the flu.
Even if they were being very, very generous with
the most generous.
Complications.
The most generous is 50,000 people. And a bad flu year 2 years ago, 80,000 Americans died from the flu. And now 50,000 Americans died. But now we've shut down the world for this. It's crazy. It's nuts. And it is definitely just in your face. You will comply. And that's bothersome.
I was talking to a young doctor friend of one of my kids yesterday. And he was saying that a lot of the deaths, even here, the people had other underlying issues that probably would have killed them regardless.
Yeah. Which was to the point with the New York guy, the 50,000. He said these other people would have died. Yeah. They were dying anyways. So, sorry.
Then it's salted with honey. It's an explosion of heaven in your mouth.
Yes.
We tried the nitro brew when we were in Canada a couple of years ago.
You were saying something about something.
I'm just tired of COVID.
But we can't be tired because the world keeps shoving it in our face.
I know. And it's the economy is trashed and people are starving and people are committing suicide, but those stats aren't being reported.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they even had
husbands are beating their wives, and probably some wives are beating their husbands, which they deserve.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
No,
that.
I didn't really say that.
She just means it.
Well,
so we live in this crazy, crazy time. So I hope you guys are still staying happy and doing your stuff
and healthy and
healthy. Healthy is the most important thing.
And actually, that is one thing that that young doctor said too. He said, people just need to keep themselves healthy, keep active, eat better, and their immune system is stronger and they can handle it better.
Healthy people have a difficult time getting sick. It's just the way we're created.
So apparently you're not healthy because you've been sick a lot.
It's
different though.
It is.
It is different.
It is different. But at the same time, if I was thin and fit, my issues would be a lot less.
Yeah. Well, you're getting there.
Yeah.
You've lost, 15 pounds now?
Oh, yeah, I'm over that.
Or more?
Kids have to wear masks in school. I know. Yesterday, somebody posted on my Facebook, they watched our video, and they're like, John, with all of these things, if I caught it, I'd be dead. And I said, well, be safe. Why does the world have to shut down? Why do kids have to live in fear? Why do we have to shut businesses down? Hundreds of thousands. Why do we have to put up with the spikes in suicide and drug abuse and alcohol abuse and physical abuse? Why do we have to put up with that? Be safe. Why does the rest of the world need to shut down for you? And that is a problem I have. So yeah, and I love this guy. I mean, nice guy, really nice guy. But I'm being careful. What do we do?
Yeah, it's
like those kids with the nut allergies. Then they shut everything down at school for that one kid.
It doesn't really seem to make sense for a lot of reasons, and maybe it'll come out that this was wrong. Maybe it'll come out that there was an agenda. Who knows? Yeah.
Well, when the researchers dig and find out the truth, they're going to come to the opinion that some of these people, they all need to be fired. But some of them, I think some of it is treason. It is treason. And I know what we do with treasonous people, or what we should do with treasonous people. Yep. Thanks, Monica. Appreciate it.
Oh, and say happy birthday to your hubby today.
Yeah, Tony,
I think, is it today or yesterday?
It's today. It's today, yes.
I know I haven't been on Facebook much lately, and I keep seeing these glimpses of people's birthdays. And
yeah, I try.
So we were watching a video. Was it a computer? No, what was that guy doing?
Who?
That wished everybody a happy birthday. Every time he'd have, and if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, he'd say. That's how he'd start off every video. I thought it was really cute. Yeah.
It was.
I don't remember. Was it plants that we were listening to?
No, it was a DIY. He did shower stuff. He was doing the calcium blaster.
Oh, right. Oh, speaking of shower stuff, Lynn gave me a good idea. Instead of trying to put something on top to make those things stand, put brackets in the wall.
Yeah.
Or just caulking even.
Yeah, well, no, I want brackets in the wall. Like there's diamonds and stuff you can do or things you can do. It's easy.
Because we have these great shower caddies, but our ceilings are too high.
Yeah, we got 10-foot ceilings.
The shower caddies are too short, so we have never set them up. We've had them now for 2 years, probably at least a year. Yeah. Maybe not 2, but at least a year. Probably 18 months. Anyways. Yep. Today will do, yeah. So it was his birthday today, or is his birthday today.
Yeah. So anything else going on, honey? We've got the show in the Mexico City. We will go live from Mexico City. Mexico City is a flipping fun, amazing, awesome
so
place.
Unless something happens between now and then that makes it so we can't go, our plan is to go there and potentially even, who knows, maybe Oaxaca or Puebla, something down there, depending on what's open and what's not. And so we'll see. So we might be gone for a couple of weeks, but we'll still go live.
Yeah.
Just to have a little bit of a vacation, because as many of you know, my trip to Canada was not a vacation. It was lovely to see family and stuff like that, but dealing with a death is never fun. Yeah. And my mom is asking about your mom.
Every time I talk to her, she's fine. She's overcoming something.
Yeah.
But I need to talk to her today. It's probably been like a week and a half since I've chatted with her.
Thanks for reminding him, Mom. He'll call her.
Yeah, I will. And Penny too. And she tried calling me.
Yeah. I actually had talked to my mom about doing a design for our casitas.
Oh, okay.
Our casitas yesterday.
Oh, good.
Just to get some ideas to how to do something small and compact and still be functional. We still need some yard left so we can do the pool and
So that way we will have a place for our family and friends that come and visit us. Mm-hmm. Should they want to go down Rodeo Road. And it's not Rodeo Road, it's Rodeo Road because it feels like you're in a rodeo.
Oh my gosh, our roads,
you're driving down
with all this rain that we've had, the roads are horrible. Like I don't think they've been this bad since we've moved here. No. Like you're driving and you're bouncing around. And
if you are a politician in this area, you should be ashamed because these roads are horrid. Yeah. Absolutely disgusting. And there's a lot of money that used to come into this town before COVID. So I think a lot of it's been frittered and, thrown away somewhere.
All we know is that I don't think the roads have ever been this bad.
No. And apparently there is a program in place where you could do 80-20, where the town pays 80% and the neighbors pay 20%. and that can finish a road.
Yeah, you guys are bad too, Tracy. I know. It is just ridiculous. I mean,
Tracy.
we're driving a Suburban down these roads, and some of them you have to slow right down for these.
No, if you slow, see, the problem is Christie will go too slow, and then we're just being thrown around. But if you go fast enough, it's almost like you're floating. It's anti-gravity, and
It's not true, because then you splash people in innocent cars.
well, yeah, that may happen once in a while. But okay, so yesterday, never said anything about this to her yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So yesterday we're driving down the road on our way home, and she's like, "Oh, why are you going so slow, Mr. Truck?" Around all this stuff. The stuff that I do, but when I do it,
I do it safely.
It's incorrect. But when
I
she
don't
does
do it where there's mud puddles.
when she does it, well, it's different. She's angry, she's frustrated, but if I'm angry and frustrated, whoa.
Exactly. Absolutely. That's the way it is. Hi, June.
So yeah, Tracy says she can barely get in and out of her neighborhood in her little car.
I know.
Yeah, which is why I think the Edge, it's a good thing that it's kind of off to the side, because it would be torn apart on these roads. So yesterday they had tried, like Lynn, Christie's girlfriend, lives 2 doors down, and in front of her place is kind of like the worst rodeo. It's kind of like crazy. So they tried dumping in dirt. But they've left random piles of dirt. So Christie's like, "I'll fix this." She goes right through these piles of dirt.
Well, it's easy. I have lots of weight in that truck. It's easy to flatten them.
Morning, Keith. How are things in Nuevo? Are you using the pool at all? Gosh darn it, I'm jealous of that pool. That pool is a nice pool.
It is a very nice pool. It's huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
I don't know. The H's are silent in Mexico.
Well, yeah, but that isn't a Mexican word. Huge.
All right. So yeah, there we go. I think we're done, hon.
I see you getting a lot of rain down there now,
it's
flooding.
terrible.
Hi, Rosemary.
Yes, hi, Rosemary. We went over the river yesterday.
It's high. Holy, it's high.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, and fast. Like the water is moving very fast. The Big Emeka River.
And yesterday, it was 10 years ago that the bridge washed out. One of the bridges, the river, it went so high, washed away. And I think there was like one or 3 cars ended up going in the river.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yeah.
Someone will remember.
It was awful. Absolutely awful. But yeah, 10 years ago. And yesterday, I was concerned because the water's high. It really is.
Yeah.
So Sheila's saying that their pool opens today. Yes. Pool opens today.
Yep. And June is telling me that she's got to go back to work. So see you later, June. Have a good day.
Adios. It's terrible having to work.
We should try it sometime. Wow. Yeah. 10 years of Rosemary. We were actually, makes sense because we did a trip that year after that happened.
The bicentennial road trip, our 9 days.
We had planned this big trip and then the bridge washed out and we're like, are we going to be able to even, because remember for a while there, we couldn't even get out of the bay. We couldn't go south because the bridge was washed out and they had closed that bridge for a day or so, a couple days. And then you couldn't go north because there were so many landslides that that road was blocked. It was wild times.
So we went south through Colima and went inland that way instead of going north and then inland. But it was a fantastic, road trips can either be good or bad. There's no middle road. It's just awesome or terrible. And it was awesome. The only thing that was not good was Spencer wasn't with us. Because Spencer was in Canada at the time. He was up there, I think, for 3 months or something at the time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and people are kind of like, "Oh man, how can you miss your kid for that long?" It's like, yeah, you miss them. But guys, our kids were with us their entire life. We homeschooled them.
Yeah.
They were with us 24/7. So for them, it's people like, wow, I could never let my kid go for 3 months.
We're like, oh, please, Mom, take them.
We're like, we still will see our kids at the end of their childhood 2, 3, 4, 5 times more than most parents will. So yeah, and I miss my kids. I miss them when they were little. I mean, I love them as adults. Don't get me wrong. I like grandkids. But yeah, I really mourned losing all of my kids to grow up.
We didn't lose them. They grew up.
Growing up, but I mourned.
We're still friends.
We are still friends.
They still love me.
I like them a lot. I love them, but I like them too.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun adults. They are fun adults.
They are. So I believe we are done for today, honey. We need to get our day started and find out what's going on.
All right, you guys, have a good one.
Be kind to one another.
Wash your hands.
Love one another. So be kind and love. That's important.
That's all you need to know. And wash your hands just because that's good.
Yeah, just be kind, love one another, and wash your hands. Because the touching the face stuff, I'm not even convinced that's a thing anymore. Although I will kill her if she does.
Come on. Oh, he let me touch it. Well, he didn't let me, but I just did it anyways.
So yes.
Mwah.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.